I'm Tanya.
And I'm Rhonda.
We're back.
We're back.
All right, Wanda. So what's on the agenda today?
Okay, so we have a hot topic, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
This one, is for ladies and for gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
As we go through life and we go through relationships and things like that, and we go through breakups,
Mm-hmm.
So the topic today is, how do you get past a breakup?
Okay. How do you move on?
How do you move on? Right.
Successfully.
How do you move on successfully after a breakup?
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing, Tanya, that I would like to share with everyone about moving on from a breakup is, first, you're going to have to remove all reminders. Anything that connects you with them, pictures that you may have around, any items that they may have left behind. If they don't come get it, you get rid of it.
Out of sight.
Out of sight,
out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Block them on social media. Don't take their calls. If you're ready and you're wanting to heal, you can't stay connected with that person, because it's going to always be the hope and the faith that you all are going to get together.
Exactly.
But if it's not possible, if it was a toxic relationship, or if it was an abusive relationship, or if it was one that you knew all along that it was not going to work, it wasn't going anywhere, it wasn't going to work, and you were going to do the breaking up anyway, but they beat you to it. Then, then you that's one of the things that worked for me.
Me, when I do the same thing what Rhonda's saying. I agree with that out of sight, out of mind. It's the first thing I do. Block. That's the first thing. I just got a phone with them and I block. And then sometimes I can get like a message, don't read it, delete. Especially when I know this is a done deal. Now sometimes it can just, like, if it's one of my friends or something like that, like, one of my girlfriends, or, just a male friend, I don't block.
Right.
I don't delete. We just angry at that moment. But if you've been in a relationship and you've been with someone that you feel has mistreated you, has taken you for granted and everything, then I would say, it's time to move on. You can't just stay with hope.
Yeah. Just
hope, runs out after a while. You've got to get into reality that this is what it is.
And sometimes it's a blessing. We don't even realize
a lot of times
it is a blessing, that they decided, okay, it's over. Okay. Another thing that, you're going to have to do in order to move past and move on past this breakup, you're going to have to build yourself back up, because there's no one else that's going to build you up to where you need to be but you. I mean, you can have friends tell you, girl, you beautiful, you got this going on, that going on, but until you believe that, until you build up your self-worth, look in that mirror. You may have to write affirmations around your mirrors in the morning. Dress up.
Yes.
Make yourself look good. Take yourself to lunch.
Yes. And I do all. You remember the previous videos we were saying?
Yeah.
I was saying, like, I buy myself roses, rose petals that I put in my tub, candles, soft music. I'll read a book in a tub. Buy me some wine, nice chocolate. You remember I told you I do that?
Yeah.
And someone was like, why don't you get a man to do it? I don't need a man to do it. What are you saying?
You gotta love yourself.
You understand?
First.
Exactly.
Right.
And it used to be a point in time, before the pandemic and everything.
Yeah.
I used to buy myself something every, pay period. Not trying to put my business out there, but I mean, buy myself something, whether it be makeup, because y'all know I love my makeup, right?
Yeah.
Whether
and it looks good.
Oh, thank you. Whether it be my makeup or whether it be even just a blouse.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be anything expensive, you know what I'm saying? But do something that makes you feel good, and I believe that. And it doesn't, let me tell you something. Ooh, Rhonda! Let me tell you something. I was looking at this video, and it was this guy. He's a YouTuber, and one of his videos went viral. And he talks about how women, look, what are you rating yourself on a scale 1 to 10, and you know, if you're a woman with kids, then you know you lose 2 or 3 points or some kind of stuff that's magical, right?
Wow.
So anyway, he's a growing YouTuber. You know, he has a lot of viewers and subscribers, but
Wow.
you know, y'all might hear me talking a little different because I got my little things in my mouth now. But yesterday I was looking at one of his videos, and a caller called in, and she was saying that she wants this high value man. And so he and what he was saying was correct, but he was saying how you want a high value man, and all you date is people that have been in prison, people who do this and people who do that. And he was saying, and plus you have all these kids who will want you. Basically, that's what he said.
That was like a.
So he does. He's very in your face, you know. And so he was just saying, you know, how women. I don't understand how you want these high value men and you don't have anything to offer. You know, y'all need to choose better. And here's my take on that.
Okay, let's do that one.
My take on that is stop telling women to choose better and tell men to do better so that we all can be better. Together.
Mm-hmm.
Stop telling us to choose better when our choices are limited. You understand? Tell these men to do the right thing by whoever you're with. And if you feel as though that she's not appreciative, and this is on any end, the male or the female, if they're not appreciative, then what do?
You get to step in.
You walk away.
You walk away. And this is what I say. If you know you don't want a long-term relationship, but that person wants a long-term relationship, then you're not a good match. You need to get someone who wants what you want and not just take advantage and of the moment or the years and waste that person's time. You know, so and like you said, it's about not choosing better, but sometimes it's about, some people put up a front. You know, you don't know. They put up such a front, and you think that this person is a certain way. And then as time goes on, then you're like, wow, they were not even what I thought they were going to be. But you've already had your feelings and everything caught up in this.
And now one thing I have to say about me, I'm going to say this about me, and this is going to, and with anybody that I've dated, I think they can tell you this to be true about me. When I date, I don't give my all. I don't put my all my feelings like that. I don't. And then people be like, you gotta put the wall down. But for some reason, there's something always I hold back on something.
Is it because you think that person's gonna show you who they really are?
No, I think
to
because
save your feelings, or what
I think it's because they only human, and that's how I seen them. You're only human, and you're not my everything.
Right.
You understand? I guess that's how I see it. I don't know. But it's just like when I meet someone, I feel like I'm but I feel as though that when I meet someone, I do get, it's not like I don't get my feelings involved at all. You know, I do care for them and everything. You know, when I say help out, and I ain't talking about, I help them out, whatever, pick them up from the store or something, I don't know. But, I help them out in certain things or whatever. But I guess I don't do a whole lot because I don't know about me. I just don't put my whole 100 in. And I've always been that way. And you can ask some of my friends how many times I have been hurt in a breakup. I always seem to
you're able, that's your way of helping yourself to move on past the breakup, is to not allow yourself to dive in. Because a lot of us we give everything, and we put a person on a certain pedestal because of their resume, because of how they look, because of what they drive in their house, that type of thing. And a lot of times we don't look at a person for who they are inside, and how they treat us, and how we get along together. Well, girl, he has this and he has that, but that's his and that's good, but what is his personality?
And that's
like? What are
first.
you all? Yeah, that's first. So, so what I'm hearing you say is another way to get past the breakup is to not give your all.
I won't give my all. I mean, I'm not saying that for everybody else, but that's just something that I guess naturally do. I don't just, not to another person, because that's a human being.
Right.
For some reason, I don't know. It's just another human being.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not saying if they cheated on me or whatever, I'm not saying I wouldn't get hurt. Of course, I'm human too. I would get hurt. But I'm so easy to bounce back. You know?
And so what do you do to, like you said, don't put it all in, but what do you do, say, like if somebody ghosted you or there is a breakup, what is it that you do? Do you, I know you said you treat yourself, you make yourself, take yourself to lunch.
Well, you know what? One thing I do, Mom, is I stay by myself. You know how some people, they get in a relationship, they get out of a relationship,
they go into another one
and jump.
Because you're getting to know you and love you, because you're gonna have to love who you are by yourself in order to know what you want, so that you can be with that other person.
That's right. And I have never lost sleep over me. I'm always falling asleep. And work on the next part.
Like, girl, I didn't. Girl, you lost sleep. I didn't lose any sleep.
I have never lost sleep over a man. And one thing that in a relationship, not wrong, dude, is I truly believe that when I meet someone, I let them know how to treat me. And I think
you don't give them like some people well, you should figure out, you should know what I want. But if a person,
I make it clear.
I mean, no one's a mind reader. We can't read minds. So you put it on the table.
And I need him to be clear. But one thing I have found in my relationship now is that the communication isn't there. Now I don't like that, because I need to know where you are so I know where to be. You understand? Because love is an emotion, and it's up and down. And in a relationship, I think it needs to be more than just I love you. It needs to be something else there. Don't you think, Rhonda?
It definitely has to be more than love. It has to be some type of bond that
some type of bond,
some kind of commonality, whatever that may be, whatever it looks like for you, because everybody's different. But there has to be some type of bond, whether it's the chemistry, the physical connection, or whatever. Intellectual. You all may both like certain things, movies or Star Trek or whatever, Star Wars, whatever it may be. But the moving past is, it's a challenging thing, regardless of the communication, regardless of that thing. If that person was someone that you cared and loved, you're going to have to do some work to get past that and to love you and realize what it is that you want out of the whole, breakup.
And one thing I don't like is I don't like hurting people. I can't. If there's someone that really likes me or interested in me or whatever, I show them that, from the beginning, that, and even in relationships, you can ask not ask people that I've dated, but I'm just saying, like, some of the people that I've dated will tell you that if I'm not happy about something, I let them know. I tell them I'm not happy in this. And
I think it should be like that. You need to be honest and, do check-ins and say, now, how are you doing? How are you feeling? That's what I think. I do the